Hey guys, it's Savannah. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another Dollar Tree Valentine's Day DIY video, so let's get started. All right, for this DIY, you're going to need one of these Dollar Tree signs and then some jumbo craft sticks. Now, you can use like regular craft sticks if you want. I just decided to use the jumbo ones because honestly, I would need less. And I just start by measuring on the inside of this picture and marking them with a pencil, and then I just start cutting them. We're going to create like a faux ship. I don't even know would it be faux since we're using like real wood. I love the frame on here, so I liked that. I just, wanted to leave that the same. And then my daughter wanted to help me, so she's helping me paint our little shiplap sticks. And then I left this part in here because look at Addison utilizing all of my craft tools. Proud mom moment. And I had so much fun just sitting here painting these sticks with her. I want to be able to look back on that and be like, oh. Okay, so I took my antique Waverly wax while those were drying, and I just took my, my craft shirt that I use, and I just stained the wood sides just to give it a more finished look. They were put there on purpose, but the wood just looked like unfinished, so I wanted a little more finished look. And then I just start by hot gluing all of the craft sticks into the picture frame, and I'm staining this because I had antique wax on my finger and I, pushed down on those sticks, but I do end up distressing them anyway, so I don't know why I was stressed out. And I also should mention at the top, when I got all this jumbo sticks that I could on there, I had to use smaller craft sticks to fill in the little hole at the top, but I felt like it looked fine. It didn't really stand out to me. And then again, I told you that I was going to sand this and distress it. So I'm taking my chippy brush and I'm just going over that and then going back in with my sander, sanding it down. I don't know why I get a manicure because every time I craft, I ruin my nails. Yeah, so I'm just going in with my sander and I'm just sanding that down, and I'm moving it because I'm blowing everything off. Then I'm taking this Dollar General truck. It comes as a stand, but I just love the truck in general. And I take some of that Ballet Waverly color and I give everything a good coat except for the hearts at the top. Then I'm going in with my chippy brush and distressing this, focusing on the parts where there's lines, so over the tires and on the door. Those are the parts I went a little harsher, and then I just dry brush back over it with the Ballet color. For the hearts, you guys, I'm going to be honest, I had no idea what I wanted to do. So at first I started with my furniture scratch marker, and I was going to do one black and then I was going to do one red, and I just absolutely did not like it at all. So I ended up taking some apple barrel paint and painting over all of them. And that is how I came up with just painting all the hearts black. I did not plan to do that, but I love how it came out. So again, sometimes everything happens for a reason. Next, I'm taking the truck and I just hot glue that to the center of that sign. And then I'm blaming my daughter for being out of frame because I asked her if I was in frame and she told me yes. So if you guys have an issue, you can take it up with Addison. Then I am going to make a bow, and I'm totally kidding. Then I'm going to make an X bow, and if you guys want to know how to do that, I did a Valentine's Day video, a couple weeks ago where I broke down how I did my bows. But basically, I just pick out my favorite ribbon, lay them in X form, and then cinch them. And then I wanted to add a hanger because I am doing this horizontally versus the hanger how it was before it was made for vertically. So I'm fixing that, and I'm hot gluing some jute on the back and then reinforcing it with those popsicle sticks that I cut off staring at my project to make sure I like it, see if it needs anything else. It does. So I'm taking a dry brush with the white Waverly chalk paint, and I'm just kind of dry brushing over those black hearts. And then I'm going to add my bow. So I played around with this, but I thought it looked the best at the corner. And so I glue that down, and all of that ribbon is from Dollar Tree. I found like that black and white arrow ribbon about a week or two ago, and I thought it was so cute because, you know, it has an arrow on it, Cupid. And anyways, yeah, so then I take a button, a Dollar Tree button, and I glue that in the middle, and that is it. And I love how this came out, even though it's not what I originally planned to do. All right, you guys, so today's video is a little mini Valentine's Day hop with 3 of my favorite girls on YouTube. We have Camaro from Dying to DIY, Melissa from All Things Crafty, and Shayna from Robinson Repurposing. Now, we also all decided to do a giveaway, and not just one giveaway. We're going to do giveaways on each of our channels, so you have 4 chances to win. The way to enter is you have to go around to each girl's channel, leave a comment on their video, and the link to their channels are going to be in my description box. Now, on my channel, I'm going to be giving you guys a choice, whether it is an Amazon gift card, Walmart, Cash App, PayPal, but the worth is going to be, or the value is going to be $25. So, and then if there's a craft that you guys have seen me made that you would like to have, I will also be sending that to you guys. So be sure to check these girls out. I absolutely love everything that they do, so I know you guys will too. And yeah, good luck, and let's get back into crafting. Okay, so for this DIY, you're going to need one of these little hearts from Dollar Tree. They are just a wood cutout. Again, sorry, I am out of frame on this part, but I'm taking the ballet color and I'm just painting one of the little sections of the heart. So I want to give this heart almost like an ombre effect. So that's why I start out doing the light pink, and then on the one on the other side, I am doing a, I believe it's Crimson Red by Waverly. And then for the one in the middle, I'm doing like almost a hot pink. So I also use, obviously I was about to use a paintbrush, duh, Savannah. But I use the paintbrush, and I try not to get on those wood pieces in the back. So I'm very careful because I don't want to have to try to fix that mistake. So I'm just trying to be very careful. For this next part, I found this scrapbooking paper at Michael's, and I just loved it. I thought it was so pretty. It's almost like a vintage or like a wedding style scrapbooking paper. Anyways, I'm just laying that over the end of this heart, and I'm kind of like pushing down on it so it'll frame the shape of that. And then I cut that out, and then I hot glue that to that little heart piece. Then once I glued that down, I just took some scissors, and if there was a little bit of excess hanging over the heart, I cut that off. Then I'm taking my chippy brush and I start distressing. So I love this scrapbooking paper. It was just a little too bright for me. So I'm toning that down with my chippy brush and the Antique Waverly Wax. I'm just going over that and giving it more of a vintage rustic vibe. And then I start going on the colors of the heart. So I do go very harsh at first, but then I just take my sander and sand that down and blend those in. Then you'll see right here where I start to try to go into the cracks where the wood on the back is holding all of this together, because I want to give that like a stained look, and I just found that that was the easiest way to do it, and it worked out for me. So Yeah, if you guys are going to recreate this or do something along the lines, I just found it easier to just take a little brush and go through and stain those while I was just dressing the other pieces. Then I'm taking some jute, and instead of putting back in the original hanger, I wanted to do it this way and put the jute through the back and add knots at the front just to give it a little bit more character. And so I did that, tied those off, and then cut the excess. And then I wanted to make a bow for this heart. So I am going to make an X bow. What would you guys expect? So I'm taking all of this Dollar Tree ribbon. I'm taking red, burlap, and I am just laying them crisscross applesauce. And then I am taking some of this lace ribbon, and I am laying that crisscross applesauce as well. And then, of course, I am taking some raffia, folding those in half, crisscrossing those, making a little bow, taking some jute and cinching that bow. So you guys know when I cinch my bows, I use jute, and usually I cut the back off, but I leave those strings there and tie that around the string hanger. And then I just use a little bit of hot glue to lay the bow down so I know it won't move. And then I fluff up my raffia. And then I wanted to add a button in the middle to kind of like pull it all together. And because I had red already in the bow, I chose this little pink I chose this little pink button, and then I hot glued that in the middle. And that is it. I love how this came out. I actually put it in the middle of a wreath on my tobacco basket because I finally took all my Christmas stuff down. But again, you guys, I love hearing your feedback, so let me know which one is your favorite. Also, you guys, Shayna and I are teaming up, and we're going to be starting a new monthly challenge. It's called Thrift Flip Thursday, the $10 and below challenge. So basically, you pick anything from a thrift store, whether it's one item or whether it's 3 items, they just have to equal under $10. And the cool thing about this challenge is each month we're going to pick our favorite, and then that person gets to host with us and gets their channel shout out the following month. I think this is going to be so exciting for both of our channels, and I am so thrilled to be doing this with her. So if this is something you're interested in, comment down below and I will give you guys a little bit more information. So this DIY is super simple. I'm taking some of these Dollar Tree gift bags, and I am taking the one with the hearts, and I'm tracing around this little area where you can insert something, and then I'm cutting that out. Now the cool thing about this DIY is it can be interchangeable. Nothing we did was permanent other than the next step, but it's not anything permanent on this sign. So I start by sliding the little hearts in there, and then I'm taking these little wood letters. I got these at Walmart in their Valentine's Day section, but these can be used year round. So you know I grabbed a few packs. And then I just put XO on there, and I hot glue that down. And then that is it, you guys. And I have this on my Dollar Tree 3-tiered tray, and I absolutely love it. I think I might do one for each season. Then moving on to our next DIY, I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree picture frames with the wooded farmhouse beads on the top, and I'm taking it out of the package because that's the first step to DIYing anything, is taking it out of the package. I'm just kidding. Okay. So then I take the back of the frame out, and we're not going to talk about what happened to the front of this. Let's just say it did not go how I wanted it to. So then I'm taking some of this red and white scrapbooking paper, and I'm tracing that on there, and then I'm cutting that out. And then I hot glue that to the back because I absolutely butchered the front of it. So this is another DIY that is super simple, but it also, I feel like it's really cute as well. Like it adds a little extra, and I'll show you at the end where I put it in my house. But next I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree hearts. They come in like a pack of 3, like it comes with stars, hearts, and I think circles, and they're in the crafter square. But I just start by taking some white Waverly, I just take some white Waverly white chalk paint, and if I could get my words out, it might make a little more sense. And I just give this heart a good coat. Then I'm just putting the back into the frame, and we're not going to look at the back. It's kind of like one of those things that we know, but we don't talk about. And you're never going to see it anyway. I mean, if someone comes in your house and starts turning things around, they need to leave. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so then I am going to hot glue this white heart in the middle of the sign. And again, I told you I had already had that heart and stained it, but you can do yours however you want. You can even do a red heart in the middle. I think that would be pretty as well. I think it would also make that scrapbooking paper pop off. And then once I had that heart hot glued, I kind of just stressed it a little bit and distressed the paper as well, the scrapbooking paper. And then I hot glued the stain heart in the middle of the white heart. And that is it, you guys. I have this downstairs in our guest bathroom hanging from our towel rack that my sweet mother-in-law bought me. I think this is so cute, and it adds just a little bit of Valentine's Day in there. But you guys know I love hearing which one is your favorite from today, so let me know down below. Be sure to check the other girls out in the hop and see what their giveaways are on their channel. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.